Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Did you know that a single penny from the year 2000, yes, just 1 cent, could be hiding in your home right now and be worth more than your monthly salary, or even more than your car? It sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. And this isn't just some internet myth or collector fantasy. It's backed by real auctions, real collectors, and real cash changing hands every single month. Now imagine this. You open an old drawer, pull out that little velvet case or plastic holder from a US mint-proof set, and right inside is a shiny penny. Nothing special at first glance. But then, you take a closer look. You see that bright, mirror-like finish. You see the S mint mark tucked neatly under the date. And suddenly it hits you, you could be holding a jackpot in the palm of your hand. This isn't just a penny. This could be a collector's dream. This could be your unexpected payday. The 2000 American Lincoln penny from the proof set is turning heads in the numismatic world. These coins were struck in San Francisco, under special conditions, never meant for circulation. They were minted for collectors only, using polished dies and specially prepared planchets, giving the coin a deep mirror finish with frosted details, especially Lincoln's portrait. And while millions of people may have overlooked them, a select few were produced with near-perfect precision. We're talking coins so flawless, so untouched, that they've been given the holy grail of coin grades, PR 70 deep cameo. Now here's where it gets interesting. These aren't coins selling for $10 or $50. No. These coins are selling for thousands. Just recently, a 2000 proof penny graded PR 70 sold for $2,700. Another went for over $15,000. And yes, believe it or not, one of these rare gems fetched an unbelievable $39,000 at auction. That's 39,000 US dollars for 1 penny. 1 cent. From the year 2000. Just let that sink in for a moment. Most people don't even realize they might have one. The coin looks so ordinary to the untrained eye. It's the kind of penny you could walk past without a second glance. But if you have a US mint-proof set from the year 2000, especially one that hasn't been opened, handled, or exposed to air, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. And here's the crazy part. Some of these sets are being found in garages, in closets, in storage boxes, or handed down from parents or grandparents who picked them up as a keepsake decades ago. People are discovering these valuable coins in the most unexpected places. One man found his in a stack of coins in his late uncle's safety deposit box. Another woman had it stored in a closet, forgotten for 20 years, thinking it was just a collector's item with sentimental value. Little did they know, they were holding something that could sell for more than the average car. And there are still more out there. Many more. So here's the question. Have you checked your collection? Have you looked through your proof sets? Because if you haven't, now is the time. These high-grade proof pennies are in high demand. Collectors are searching. Dealers are hunting. The value of these coins is only rising, especially for those that are certified by PCGS or NGC as PR 70 deep cameo. And if your coin meets the criteria, that sharp detail, mirror finish, 0 blemishes, you could be the next person cashing in. Think about what you could do with $39,000. That's not just coin collector money, that's life-changing money. That's bills paid off, debt erased, vacations booked, or maybe even a down payment on a home. All from a single penny that most people don't even know has value. So don't ignore those proof sets. Don't assume every penny is worth just 1 cent. Some are worth thousands. One is worth up to $39,000. And the only thing standing between you and that discovery is a few minutes of checking. So go. Look. Search. Because that little penny might just be the most valuable thing you've ever owned, and the time to find it is now. Top 2. There's a tiny copper coin that millions of people have touched, forgotten, and tossed aside without thinking twice. A coin that most wouldn't even bend down to pick up off the ground. But what if I told you that one of those small, ordinary-looking pennies from 1987, a coin worth just 1 cent to most people, could actually be worth more than your car, your savings, or even your yearly salary? Because right now, a very specific 1987 penny from a US Mint proof set is quietly making collectors go absolutely wild, and some of these coins are selling for jaw-dropping amounts of money that most people can't believe until they see it for themselves. This isn't just a myth. It's not hype. It's happening, right now, and the only question that matters is, do you have one? Back in 1987, the US Mint in San Francisco struck a special batch of pennies, not meant for circulation, but specifically made for collectors. These weren't coins you'd find in your pocket change or coin rolls. These were made using mirror-polished dies and specially treated blanks, giving them that iconic, ultra-shiny, glass-like proof finish. You'll know one when you see it, because it looks like a coin that belongs in a museum, not a cash register. But here's the thing. Not all 1987 proof pennies are created equal. Some were struck so perfectly, so flawlessly, that they've earned the highest possible grade a coin can receive, and these are the ones changing the game. We're talking about coins graded PR70 Deep Cameo by major grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Coins with no visible marks, no flaws under magnification, just absolute perfection frozen in copper and zinc, and collectors are paying insane amounts to get their hands on these rare examples. You see, the 1987 proof penny might seem common at first glance. It might even be sitting inside an old proof set you haven't touched in decades, tucked away in a closet, a storage box, or maybe handed down from a relative who thought they were just saving something special from the mint. But what most people don't realize is that these little coins, when they grade high enough, are incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. In recent years, prices for the finest examples of this coin have skyrocketed. One of these pennies, shining like a mirror and graded PR70, sold for $2,700. Another went for nearly $10,000. And yes, believe it or not, a pristine 1987 proof penny has sold for an unbelievable $55,000. Just let that sink in for a moment. 1 cent, selling for $55,000. That's more than most people make in an entire year. That's more than some new cars. And all of it, from a penny you could be holding right now. It's stories like these that are making people rush to check their collections. Old proof sets from 1987 are being opened for the first time in years. People are pulling out magnifying glasses, sending coins in for grading, and hoping that just one of those shiny pennies comes back with a perfect grade. And if it does, well, you're not holding a penny anymore. You're holding a payday. Imagine this: you go into a drawer, pull out a dusty box, open a proof set, and there it is, a coin so clean, so sharp, it looks like it was made yesterday. That's the kind of penny that's making headlines in the coin world. That's the kind of coin that can sell for thousands, even tens of thousands, even $55,000. So what should you be looking for? First, it must be the 1987 penny from the official US Mint proof set. It should have the S Mint mark, showing it was struck in San Francisco. It needs to have that brilliant mirror finish, with frosted details that jump off the surface. And most importantly, it needs to be in near-perfect condition, no scratches, no wear, no handling. If it's still sealed in the original packaging, that's even better. If you think it could be flawless, it's worth sending in to a trusted grading company to find out just how valuable it really is. This isn't about getting lucky at the gas station or finding rare change in your pocket. This is about searching in the places most people forget: old boxes, family collections, inherited coin sets, things people tucked away and never thought twice about. And right now, people across the country are waking up to the fact that what they thought was a 1-cent coin might be worth thousands. Some are finding out they've been sitting on coins that could have paid for a vacation, or a new car, or even wiped out their credit card debt. So the question is, do you have one? Could that shiny 1987 penny from a proof set be sitting in your house, just waiting to change your life? Because one of them sold for $2,700. Another sold for $28,000, and one sold for a heart-stopping $55,000. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. Don't assume it's just a penny. Check your collection, look through your proof sets, and find out what you really have. That little coin could be worth more than you ever imagined, and you'll never know unless you look. Top 3. What you're doing. That old nickel sitting in your drawer? It could be worth a small fortune. Not just a few dollars, not even hundreds. I'm talking thousands, even tens of thousands. One rare American 5-cent coin from 1972, yes, from a US mint proof set, has sold for the kind of money that makes your jaw drop. I mean it. Imagine turning a coin you thought was just pocket change into pure, unexpected cash, enough to buy a brand new car, a luxury vacation, or even put a down payment on a house. Now here's the secret the coin world doesn't want casual collectors like you to know. The 1972 Jefferson nickel from a proof set isn't just a shiny coin. It's a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. What makes it so valuable? Let's dive in. Change tone to suspense and curiosity. This coin isn't just rare because of the year. It's all about how it was made. In 1972, the US Mint produced special proof coins made with extraordinary care, using highly polished dies struck multiple times to give them a mirror-like finish. But not all proof coins are created equal. Some of these 1972 5-cent coins have ultra-deep cameo finishes, flawless strikes, and zero visible marks. And when you find one of those in perfect condition, known as PR70, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a mini treasure chest. Now tap into greed and excitement. And here's where it gets really exciting. Collectors, dealers, and auction houses go wild when one of these flawless nickels shows up. Recently, these coins have reached mind-blowing prices in the market. I'm talking serious, life-changing money. One single 1972 proof nickel has sold for an astonishing $2,700. But wait, that's just the start. Higher-grade versions, with that perfect deep cameo contrast, have sold for even more. How much more? Hold your breath. The top prices have reached an unbelievable $74,000. Yes, you heard that right. $74,000. All for a 5-cent coin from over 50 years ago. Not gold. Not silver. Just a plain old nickel. But in the right condition, it turns into a payday you won't believe. Pull the audience in emotionally. Now ask yourself, have you ever looked closely at your old proof sets? Or maybe inherited coins from a parent or grandparent? That dusty box in the attic, that drawer in the office. It might be holding the kind of treasure most people walk past every day without even knowing it. Don't make that mistake. This is the time to dig, to search, to flip through every old coin set you've got. Because somewhere out there, another 1972 proof nickel is waiting to be found, and it could be yours. Don't just dream about big money. Go find it. Because that 5-cent coin, it could be worth up to $74,000. Close with urgency and call to action. Hit that like button if you're heading straight to your coin collection right now. And don't forget to subscribe because I've got more coins coming your way that could turn your pocket change into pure gold. This isn't just collecting. This is treasure hunting. And your next big payday could be hiding in a nickel. Top 4. There's a little coin that millions of people overlook every single day. It's been in your house, your parents' house, maybe even passed through your hands without you realizing it. It's small. It's copper. It's a penny. And yet, one specific version of the 1982 American penny could be the most valuable thing you own. And you probably don't even know it. We're not talking about some ancient, dusty coin from the 1800s. This isn't a gold doubloon or a piece of silver treasure. No. This is a penny from 1982. 1 cent. The kind of coin that most people toss in a jar or ignore on the sidewalk. But if your penny came from a US Mint proof set, and if it has the right look, the right finish, the right grade, then you could be holding onto a coin that collectors are practically begging to get their hands on. Here's the part that most people miss. In 1982, something unique happened. It was a transition year for the US Mint. Pennies were being made from both copper and zinc. There were large dates, small dates, different mint marks. It was a year full of variations. But in the middle of all this, the Mint also released proof sets, special edition coins made not for circulation, but for collectors. These proof coins are different. They're not just struck once, they're struck multiple times using specially polished dies. They shine like mirrors. They're flawless. And that's exactly where the value starts to skyrocket. Inside some of those 1982 proof sets is a coin that looks like an ordinary penny, but it's anything but ordinary. If that coin has deep cameo contrast, sharp detail, and absolutely no visible marks under magnification, then you might be staring at something incredibly rare. And when one of these coins is professionally graded and certified as perfect, a top-tier PR70, its value transforms completely. Now think about this. Proof sets are everywhere. People have them in basements, garages, attics, safety boxes. You might have inherited one without even looking through it. And inside could be this exact penny, this little copper coin that no one expects to be worth anything, but is secretly worth a fortune. You probably pass one in a flea market. Or at a garage sale. Or maybe it's just been sitting in your house for years, unnoticed, untouched, while collectors and dealers around the country are desperately trying to get their hands on one. And here's the moment where things get really serious. Because these aren't just coins. These are hidden jackpots. In recent years, collectors have paid outrageous prices for these 1982 proof pennies in top condition. And I'm not talking about $20 or a few $100s. No. One of these coins has already sold for a jaw-dropping $2,700, and that's not even the top. Because when the condition is flawless, I mean absolutely pristine, mirror finish, untouched surfaces, perfect deep cameo, the price doesn't just rise. It explodes. The highest recorded prices for these elite 1982 proof pennies have reached a staggering, unbelievable $79,000. That's right. $79,000 for a penny. 1 cent turned into a luxury car, or a down payment on a home, or a life-changing chunk of cash, all because someone took the time to look closely at a coin that everyone else ignored. So now, the only question that matters is this: have you looked through your proof sets? Have you checked your 1982 penny? Have you even thought about what could be hiding inside that little plastic case from decades ago? Because that coin might be the ticket to something you never expected. That old coin collection, that inherited set, that dusty box, could be holding a single penny worth anywhere from $2,700, all the way up to an insane $79,000. One coin. One chance. And it might be sitting just a few feet away from you right now.